What kind of experience it is to be able to travel back to ancient times. Danby, a senior high school student, was going to take the college examinations today. There was a sudden heavy rain. She left her umbrella on the bus. She ran towards the classroom. Before entering the school gate, she decided to go to the playground for a quiet moment as she was too stressed. Danby wished the time could stop now as she did not have confidence to sit for the examinations. At this moment, she heard drowned sound in a puddle of water nearby. She was curious. She went closer to check. She used her foot to check, but she could not feel the bottom. She then jumped into the puddle of water and was surprised to travel back into the ancient era. When she woke up, she had emerged from a big tank, surrounded by a group of people wearing ancient clothes. She was in Joseon dynasty. Because of the perennial drought, the king and the minister asked God for rain, but they never expected to summon Danby. A group of imperial guards went straight to Danby with their swords. Danby remembered the movie that she watched. She shouted that God sent her to ask for rain. Everyone bowed down to thank God. At this time, Danby ran away. She then changed to unique attire and hide. Later, she was caught by King Lidu's bodyguard. There had not been rain for 3 years. If Danby could not bring rain as she claimed, the king threatened to kill her. King Lidu found a rectangular object that fell from Danby's bag. He was very interested in the rain on the mobile screen. He wanted to get the rain immediately, but was taken aback by a camera flashlight. King Lidu wanted to cut Danby's arm for not able to bring rain. Danby asked King Lidu to spare her for her capability in math and science that can help him to revive his kingdom. She proved to King Lidu her ability. The king was impressed and rewarded her with some gold. With the money, she rented a place to live from king's bodyguard. In ancient times, nobody dared to challenge the king, but Danby was quick and gave her opinion freely to the king. King Lidu thought that Danby was unique. Danby's knowledge of science and math in the modern era impressed everyone in the palace. Danby taught the king the maths rule, starting with addition and subtractions, then with multiplications and divisions. Then Danby competed with the king in the mathematical quiz. Whoever won would have the right to hit the other party on the head. Danby won, and she hit the head of the king. It was king's turn to win. The bodyguard took Danby's hand, and the king was ready to cut Danby's arm. And suddenly the queen came. The queen looked exactly like her best friend. Did her best friend have also traveled to ancient time? Because of the queen's father, the queen was asked to marry King Lidu. The one she loved is the king's bodyguard. Danby's stomach grumbled with hunger. The king heard it. He wanted to tease the little eunuch with food. The king did not know that Danby was a girl. Danby took out an instant rice cake in her bag. She made it and offered to the king. The king took a bite and found that it was a delicacy on earth that he had never eaten before. On the second day, the king had a stomach ache. The palace physicians can't help it. Danby taught the group about the bowel system in the human body to make the king have diarrhea to cure it. She contributed to medical scripts and also served as an agriculture instructor later. Danby took the king for a selfie. The king was so frightened with the flashlight, but he enjoyed the cute photos taken. At night, both king and Danby lay down on the ground as they were tired. The king accidentally touched Danby and sensed something was wrong. Is this little eunuch a woman? Luckily, Danby had hidden an orange at her chest. After Danby left, the king dazed. His feelings can't be wrong. Danby also began to have a special feelings towards the king. The love chemistry started to develop. To secure the queen's status, the queen's father urged her to have a baby soon, so the father put medicine on the meal. Unexpectedly, on that night, Danby ate the queen's food. Since the king was not interested, the queen left. Danby slept peacefully in the arms of the king. The king did not do anything to Danby. On the next day, the king sent Danby home. The queen's father saw the plan had failed. He caught Danby, claiming that Danby was a liar. As of now, there was no rain as she promised. He tried to execute her with 5 horses, but the king's bodyguard came to rescue her. Both the king and Danby were separated. The king already fell in love with Danby. Danby too missed the king. Nevertheless, Danby continued to work hard to find solutions for the people who were in need of water. The king was bored during his free time without Danby. On the next day, it started to rain, and King ran towards Danby. He recalled that Danby said that she would travel back once it rained. The king hugged Danby and was reluctant to let Danby leave. Finally, Danby decided to stay. The queen's father didn't give up, trying to find fault with Danby. He sent people to kill Danby, but luckily she got protection from the king's bodyguard. Danby didn't have the skill to ride a horse, but she recalled Gangnam-style horseback riding dance sung in KTV. As she sang and moved her body, she managed to control the horse. The king met Danby at the beach. They spent the night barbecuing and seeing the stars together. Danby took out a Korean won from his bag. This king is the one who will appear on the banknotes in future. She fell in love with the most important historical person in Korea. On the other side, the queen chased out to find the king's bodyguards. They were childhood closest friends. The two separated because she was forced to marry the king by his father. Soon, Danby invented a high-end device that connecting the water from the river to bring solutions to people. The minister was impressed, and now Danby finally lives with the king. Danby offered instant noodles to the queen, and they became good friends. One day, Danby met with the Empress Dowager. She looked exactly like her mother. Danby suddenly missed home and finally decided to leave. The king eventually agreed to let Danby go. Before leaving, he brought Danby to see his invention. Based on the words on Danby's uniform, the king invented Korean wording that continue to be used by society till today. Danby respected and admired this man that she loved. On the same night, the queen's father attacked Danby again. He put fire in the library. He wanted to kill Danby. The king ran in to rescue her. Danby seems to be in danger frequently. The king decided to let Danby go back and hope they could be together in the next life. It was another rainy day. King Lidu and Danby came to the beach. They embraced each other, and the king knew that he and Danby would not have a happy ending if they continued this relationship. The king chose to let it go. Danby fell into the water and traveled back to the modern times. The king was sad, and Danby emerged from the water at the road. It was still raining, and Danby ran to the examination hall. She rushed to the examination room on time, and the test questions turned out to be an extraordinary experience to travel to ancient times. Another weekend passed. On a rainy day, someone suddenly covered Danby's head with an umbrella. Danby looked up. The man was King Lidu. Finally, Danby got together with the man she loved, completing their love story. That's all for today. If you like my video, please subscribe. Until next time, bye!